Okay, let's look at this problem. 235. The Department of Environmental Quality determined that toxophene concentration in soil exceeding 60 microgram per kilogram regularity action level can pose a threat to underlying groundwater. So this is the soil, and of course the groundwater is under the soil. This is the groundwater, and this is the soil. So if there is any chemical, or if there's a chemical called toxophene on top of the soil, this might infiltrate to the groundwater and can pose a threat to the groundwater. And this is a very toxic chemical. And the regulation say that anything exceeding 60 microgram per kilogram will cause a threat to the groundwater. Okay, so this is the regulation. This is the regulation. It should not be more than 60 microgram per kilogram. Can pose a threat to the underlying groundwater if 100 gram sample of soil, so we want to the actual soil, and we took 100 gram of it. 100 gram of soil. And we found out using a GCMS or a machine in the lab that this 100 gram of soil contained 10 to the power minus 5 gram of toxophene. What is the concentration of toxophene in soil? That is the first part of the problem. Let's look at this problem and solve it. Okay, now, since we are dealing with pollutant in soil, we have to divide the concentration of the chemical, because this is the way we do the concentration of the chemical in gram. This is in toxophene over 100 gram soil. Okay, so now, and pollutant in soil, we should make it in milligram per kilogram. Milligram of pollutant per kilogram of soil. And you remember the regulation. It's good to make it microgram to compare it to the regulations right away if you want to. So now, this is gram. We'll make it milligram first. Gram, milligram. 1 is 1,000. So gram end up with, cancel with gram. Now it's milligram per gram. And gram soil over kilogram soil. 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. So gram soil went with gram soil. So now milligram pollutant over kilogram soil. Let's change milligram pollutant because the regulation said microgram. So milligram, microgram pollutant, 1 milligram is 1,000. So now milligram of pollutant, milligram of pollutant, now we have microgram toxophene. So now 1,000, let's see, 1,000 and 2 of these zeros, it cancel out with this. Now you have 10. You have here 100. So this 0 and this 0 cancel with this 100. Now you have 100 at the top. So it's 100. Okay, microgram toxophene per kilogram soil. So now this 100 microgram per kilogram is higher than the regulation microgram per kilogram, which means that the sample will pose a threat to the underlying groundwater. So you have to have your comments. You see, this soil sample pose a threat to underlying ground water. Okay, so this is the end of this problem. We'll see you in the next